we've all been there. You're writing and then you hit that one scene that just doesn't work. It doesn't flow no matter how hard you try. Well, don't worry, because I'm here to help. Hi guys, I'm Marilyn and welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video because life has been quite hectic, quite busy. As you know, I work at a corporate law firm and work has been insane, and on top of that, I'm also preparing to wear a crown for publication. So I will be publishing To Wear a Crown in the second quarter of 2022. If you want the news about that, the cover reveal, the actual release date, the synopsis, all of that before anyone else, then make sure you sign up for my newsletter. The link is in the description box below. So yeah, I am self-publishing that book, so a lot of advice videos around the self-publication process will be coming your way soon. But now, without further ado, let's get into 5 tips for writing a difficult scene. So the first tip is pretty simple. I don't have much to elaborate on it, but that is to change the weather. I know this doesn't sound like much. How can this turn a scene around? But trust me, every time I've tried it, it's worked. Tip number 2 is to change the point of view. If your book has more than one point of view, it might be worth trying changing the point of view character for that specific scene. 9 out of 10 times, this will make the scene flow better. Tip number 3 is to start the scene either earlier or later. Oftentimes, if a scene isn't flowing and it just doesn't feel right, it's because you're not starting the scene in the right place. So maybe you're starting the scene a bit too late. You're diving straight into the action, but a little bit of context or character introspection is actually needed to get that scene flowing. Alternatively, you may be starting too early and taking it too long to get to the actual point of the scene. Maybe the scene will flow better if you jump straight into the action. It's worth giving it a try. Tip number 4 is to write only the dialogue. Now, if this difficult scene that you're trying to write is a scene with a lot of dialogue, then it may pay off to only write the dialogue, the spoken words, the first time around. You can even highlight the different characters' speech in different colors. Then you can go in later and add all the dialogue tags, description, actions, all of those things. This really keeps the momentum flowing, and it really helps with that awful feeling of a scene just not clicking, not going anywhere. Step number 5, which is my absolute favorite, is fuck it and use a placeholder. Sometimes nothing works, but instead of getting stuck on that one point that you're struggling to draft, you need to move on. So you can put in a placeholder, something like somehow they escape, or big emotional talk. That's brackets, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm doing this. So this will help you keep the momentum and go on drafting. Plus, when you come back to that scene later, it may be easier to write it because you have more of a grasp on the story or the characters, or it's more fleshed out. You may even realize that that scene isn't really necessary. So trust me, I do this all the time. It might take a while to get past your brain yelling at you to do things in chronological order, but once you can do that, it's a pretty helpful drafting tip. So yeah, those are some things that I try when I hit that wall, a scene that is just really difficult to write. I hope these tips were helpful. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and remember to hit that subscribe button and ring that little bell if you want writing advice videos. I'm not going to say every single Friday because it's not going to be every single Friday. Now that the release of To Wear a Crown is coming closer, I will be uploading a bit more regularly, but I can't really promise a schedule because, you know, being an author and being a corporate lawyer at the same time has its time constraints. But anyway, so I will see you guys in the next video. Remember that you can find me on my website, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter. All the links are listed below, and then I'll see you. Bye.